Hello, I'm Millie. Welcome to this video. Now, I'm being quite selfless here because my fan is on the lowest setting it can be on and it's very loud. I didn't want it to overpower my speaking voice so you guys can hear me and I don't have to edit anything because I'm not too good at editing. And yeah, and right now, and it's been the hottest since 1976 over here. Apparently like 37 degrees, so I'm doing this for you, okay? So I'm melting for your entertainment. But yeah. So I did a couple of videos about my autism specifically. These were episodes of my Elise Life of a Teen Singer series, which I haven't done in a long time, but it's a good little series I came up with when I was 13. The first episode was I Have Autism, and then last year I did an update to I Have Autism while I was in year 11. And yeah, so I'm gonna do the follow-up, and and I finished my first year of college, so I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about it, because it might be a good idea for other people with autism, or just people in general, to talk about what college is like for someone with special needs and all that. So yeah, I do have autism, or ASD. Pretty much everyone will know that if you're subscribed or if you watch my videos. If you don't, well, now you know. Bring up the more you know me. Yeah, so I finished my first year at college on the 22nd of June. And next year I'll be a second year, so I have to come back earlier. And I've been studying English Literature A level, which I'll get into that a bit more in a minute. And then I finished a course in Media Level 2, so Media Technology. It was a Cambridge Technical Diploma. So yeah, Level 2 is like GCSE level, so that was alright. And I had a lot of fun. In school I did media before, but I finished and I couldn't do it because I've moved schools and moved towns entirely in year 10. So but yeah, that was quite good. And actually doing this media course is a lot better than at my school, because I didn't have to write those long evaluations. I can never write them because that was media studies that I did, and yeah, I did media tech, which is different. So that's very good. It's all coursework and that works out. English is like 60% exam, 40% coursework or something. But yeah, so that's a rundown. For GCSEs I got a B in literature, a C in language, a C in maths, and then I failed science additional. I got a D, and then I got a D in art as well. And I also got an IT functional skills grade. I passed, so that's quite good. So yeah, so I attended a taste this week in August before college started, and this is where I auditioned for popular music first and did get in. And as you know, if you watch my update video, I did get in this year. I did an audition, so that's quite good. So I'll be doing popular music and media tech next year, as well as English literature. So yeah, the first day of bridging was not too good because I had a panic attack, and because of all the crowds and the noises and stuff, and it's just like, and I couldn't be in the class with the tutor group I had for that week. And yeah, the worst subject that I did there was photography, maybe because I had so much anxiety and it wasn't clicking with me. So yeah, I didn't do photography. So I picked up English literature, which I did do in the taste this week, and found okay. So that's quite good. So one big problem I've had in college is my panic. Well, first of all, my speaking, for a start. But second of all, my panic attacks. And I've had panic attacks for about over 5 years now. I started having them when I was about 12, and I'm 17 now. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into why I started having panic attacks, because it's just too much for me to explain. But yeah, so it kind of messed me up. So it's not as bad as it was when I was 12, but it's not much better either. To combat this, I usually have to carry back remedy with me if it will focus. There it is. So yeah, it's back or rescue remedy. I had to get a new one because I ran out. And yeah, it gives you like some kind of buzz and then it calms you down. It's just a herbal remedy. I'm not taking drugs. And yeah, and then near the end of the year, I got gifted this emotion indicator band. So what you do is you put it on your wrist like that, like this, and so red is when you're upset, orange is when you're getting upset, so you're not quite there yet, and green is when you're right or when you're happy. And this is by the Hesley group. I got gifted this by my learning support teacher. So yeah, I'm in the learning support section of my college, so I'm not completely in mainstream. Pretty much, like, it's a very small learning support, but it's been quite good. So yeah, so that's that. And when I'm fiddling, I use blue tack at times, and when I like to fiddle or stim, I like to squeeze things, so that works out. Also throughout college, especially during the end part of the year, I've been wearing sunglasses because I hate light. I like the dark. I never ever have my room lights on. Never. Maybe if I need to see something, but like, yeah, there's so much artificial lighting there. It's so terrible. And related to this, I got diagnosed with a new condition. Yeah, so that's been fun. I was diagnosed with Erlin syndrome. I got tested for it at college because a couple of the learning support teachers are qualified to test people, and they've been testing a lot of people, so that's been quite good. So it all started when I was planning for my English essay and on Google Docs, and my page background was black, and the writing I did was either white or some other colour if it was highlights. And this is how I usually read. I like to read with white on black paper. I have read normal books quite a lot of times. Like last year, I read a few books. I read a few books during lunch, and they were in normal colours. And yeah, but over the years, it's been a lot harder for me to read books, which is really annoying because I love reading, and I need to read for my English work. So yeah, my sensitivity. My learning support teacher, the same one I mentioned with the motion indicator band. So let's pretend these are his glasses. Oh my! And he was like, Do you always write like this, Elise? And then I was like, yeah, why? And he's like, you know, you could have Erlin syndrome or something. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, well, basic, because you use different colours for writing, you might need overlays to help you out. That was the shittest impression ever. I'm sorry if you're watching this, Mike. But yeah, so that's how it went basically. And I said, well, why not? Let's go for it. And so not too long after that, I got tested by someone else in learning support, and it turns out, so I can't exactly remember my scores, but I remember that my first score was, so basically it's split into two sections. One section is the actual technical aspects, so how the words change when you're reading and stuff, and things like losing your place and all that. I got an 8, so that's borderline severe. And then my other score was about comfort, so things like I call them adverse effects. So when I read normal paper, I get itchy and sore eyes, I get tired, I have horrible headaches, I've had headaches since I was 13, like constant headaches non-stop, and I went to the opticians and they just tested my eye pressure and nothing was wrong. I thought, well, yeah, and I think this is why, because so I always have a sensitivity to light. It's a thing that a lot of autistic people have. I think you're more likely to have Learning syndrome if you're like dyslexic or autistic or something similar to that. So yeah, for the comfort side of it, I got like a 12, and it's out of 14. So yeah, 14 is like when you can't do it, like every time you feel sick. I have felt sick a few times. I haven't thrown up, but I felt sick really, and it's just like. So to help combat this, I've used overlays. Now in one of my last schools, which wasn't really a good school, I did see overlays before, but I just chose a colour that I like the look of. It didn't really work. I have to use gold and grey. Well, the official name is golden rod, you get the point. So I have to use these on top of each other, like that. So on normal paper, it looks like this. So that's helped me, but I want to get tinted glasses because I type for my exams, and on Word you can't change the colour of the pages, which is really annoying, or at least I don't know how. I have to type for my exams because when I'm writing, I hold a pencil or a pen really differently. I hold a pen like that, and that is not normal. I was supposed to be using a pencil grip like years ago, but I don't. I've said this before, but yeah, so that's annoying. So I have to get tinted glasses, but whilst I'm not getting them, yesterday I did get some new sunglasses, which are like, these sunglasses they're just darker really, and they have a bit of a yellowish tone. But I decided to get some new sunglasses because some sunglasses have different tints to them. And I got one which is more yellow, and they look like this. I think they look alright. Like, there are some who like really, like, I don't like leopard print. I hate leopard print with passion. So yeah, and there were like ones that just didn't look good on me, but these work out fine. It's probably not gonna be able to. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera, but they're more yellow. Like, let me hold these up for you. So, yeah, you can't really see, to be honest. But these are more yellow toned, like my overlays. So, they're not the exact colour, obviously, but they work okay. And, yeah, I wear sunglasses quite a lot, so. It also came in this really cool pouch thing. I got it from Boots for like £10. So yeah, I find that really satisfying. But yeah, so that's been a big thing. But yeah, anything else in my college year I want to bring up? Well, I've had doubts about not doing English because of my panic attacks. And it was so bad that I've been doubting about it, but I decided to carry on with it because I like the work itself. Hopefully I can make some arrangements or something to help me do better with my panic attacks, and I've been seeing a CAMS counsellor about it, so yeah, sorry. But yeah, I think that's all I want to say. So yeah, if you want me to make more videos on it, or you have any suggestions, leave them down below. You can also, I'm also on Amino quite a lot, as Miss Malarkey. I'll put it in my description. I'm also, I'll leave a few social media things down below and stuff like that. But if it's easy for you, just comment down below. And yeah, sorry, I don't script my videos. So yeah. So now I'm gonna start melting and put my fan on. So, yeah. Goodbye.